Sorry, you were fired by the team. You are already 29 years old and have suffered a serious injury. Who would sign an older player? You are nothing now, even if the team crosses rivers and bridges, what can you do? Zhao Feiyang told himself that he must retrieve what he has lost with his own hands. Age. It's never an excuse to give up. When he stepped onto the NBA field, the whole world went crazy because of him. Chapter 1. You are fired. You are listening at novelfull.audio. You were fired by the team. After this game, go back to the dormitory and pack your luggage. In the locker room, the words of the team's general manager Yan Lei were like a bolt from the blue, causing Zhao Feiyang, who was resting in a chair, to look surprised and say, "Why? I just recovered from injury and made a comeback." You are 29 years old this year, and your peak as a player has come to an end. The team has taken care of you for so many years, which can be considered as fulfilling their duty. What special code is called the team nurturing me for so many years? Upon hearing Yan Lei's words, Zhao Feiyang immediately became angry and stood up from his seat with a jerk. In the semi-finals 2 years ago, if it weren't for my 3-point winning shot, would the team have made it to the finals? If it weren't for that ball, would my knee be injured? A recovery would take 2 years. Has the team given me a penny in these 2 years? Zhao Feiyang still wanted to argue, but Yan Lei had no intention of listening and interrupted him directly. All right. Whatever you think. Whether you think the team has crossed the river and broken the bridge, or you think the team has let you down, in short. Now you don't have the right to negotiate. Yan Lei has left, leaving Zhao Feiyang alone in place. He has been here for 7 years as a player for the CBA Sharks Club. Starting from the age of 22 when he joined the club, he started as a newcomer and later grew into a key player in the team. It can be said that he devoted his most beautiful youth to this team. Here, he signed 2 long-term contracts, one as a rookie contract and the other as a renewal contract. The Big Sharks Club is not considered wealthy, and neither of these contracts offered him too high a price, especially the second contract renewal. After calculation, his monthly salary is only around 20,000 yuan, which is too little for a professional player. Despite this, Zhao Feiyang did not switch jobs elsewhere, even if other clubs had offered several times the price. Unexpectedly, before he could achieve his pursuit of one person, one city, the Shark Club abandoned him first. The second half is about to begin. Please both teams enter the field as soon as possible. The sound of staff reminders came from the broadcast, and Zhao Feiyang woke up in shock. His teammates also happened to return to the changing room from outside. The room suddenly became lively, and looking at these familiar figures, Zhao Feiyang felt a bit dazed. His career seemed to have come to an end. After today, I'm afraid I won't see you again in the future. Creak. The door opened again, and this time the team's head coach Li Guohai came in. As soon as Li Guohai entered the door, he looked at Zhao Feiyang. The two of them looked at each other, and Zhao Feiyang noticed that Li Guohai nodded at him, presumably knowing that he had been fired. Adjust the lineup in the second half. Switch to Su Rui on the inside line, remember to compete for rebounds more. The second position. Zhao Feiyang goes up. The lineup arrangement is completed, and the players gradually leave the locker room. As Zhao Feiyang passed by head coach Li Guohai, the other team also reached out and patted his shoulder, comforting him in the ear, "Play well in the second half, I will let you play the remaining time." Age is the biggest threat to professional players, and no one can avoid it. Leaving the stadium may be a kind of liberation, so find a serious job in the future. Zhao Feiyang glanced gratefully at Li Guohai and nodded low. The second half is about to begin. The players of the Big Sharks team began to appear one after another, and as they walked out of the player tunnel, there was a loud cheer in the Pearl City Sports Center. Unfortunately, most of the cheers were not given to them. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NBA China Tour event. This is the NBA preseason game venue. The teams for today's game are the Pearl City Sharks and the Los Angeles Lakers. In order to give back the support of Chinese fans, the NBA and CBA jointly hosted this game. More than 20 years ago, NBA President David Stern waited for a full hour in the cold wind at the entrance of CCTV before waiting for the opportunity to meet with CCTV leaders. 5 years later, with his unremitting efforts, the NBA finally entered the Chinese market. Later, Yao Ming was selected by the Houston Rockets, which brought the NBA closer to China and made the annual China tour more lively. Until this season, in order to create more promotional gimmicks, the NBA took the initiative to express its willingness to invite a CBA team to play preseason games in China. As expected, this game did indeed attract a considerable number of fans. Especially when many fans learned that Kobe Bryant personally led the Lakers to come, the tickets to this game were almost sold at sky-high prices. The strength of the Pearl Sharks team is not strong enough, so in order to enjoy the game, the Los Angeles Lakers did not give up much in this game. At its peak, it only maintained a difference of 15 points or less, and the players sent on the field were mostly substitutes. Shoo! On the court, the referee's whistle sounded. The third section will start immediately. The number on the scoreboard is frozen at 46-60. The Big Sharks are 14 points behind. Ding! Successfully opened the Superstar Experience card system. At the beginning of the game, give the host a beginner gift package. A Ray Allen Experience card. The Experience card is valid for 10 minutes. Experience card. Ray Allen. Zhao Feiyang was surprised. Ray Allen is too familiar with him. On February 7, 2 years ago, the Boston Celtics played a game at home against the Los Angeles Lakers. Ray Allen hit a three-pointer after receiving a pass from Rondo, bringing his total number of runs to 25-61. Surpassing Reggie Miller's 25-60, he officially became the person with the most three-pointers in NBA history. Sleeping slot. It's amazing to be able to experience it for 10 minutes. Isn't it indiscriminate killing on this kind of field? Zhao Feiyang is full of expectations. Before he hesitated for too long, the game started on the field. It's the Shark team's turn to attack. The ball was given to the core defender Li Wei, who held the ball over the half-court. Zhao Feiyang had no extra time to be stunned and could only quickly immerse himself in the game. After the ball passed through half-court, Li Wei held the ball and organized the attack at the top of the arc. Zhao Feiyang reacted quickly, shaking off the Lakers players behind him and coming to the left three-point line to pick him up. Use the Ray Allen Experience card. Ding! Successfully used. At this point, Zhao Feiyang is the only person who runs out of space, and there are only 2 defensive players in the area. If he chooses to shoot three-pointers, there is completely room for action. However, Li Wei ignored him and just gave Zhao Feiyang a cold glance before handing the ball out. His pass was very unreasonable, giving defenders a crowded right penalty area, and the basketball was intercepted by opposing defender Jordan Farmar halfway. Pop. The opponent steals, launches a counterattack, and slams a shot through half-court. Li Wei, why don't you pass the ball? When serving at halftime, Zhao Feiyang asked Li Wei with some anger. Li Wei's reaction exceeded his expectations. Why did I pass it on to you? Zhao Feiyang, I know you're going to leave after this game. To be honest, my uncle just invested in the club. Cutting you is my advice to him. Zhao Feiyang was both angry and angry. At this moment, the ball had already been given to Li Wei, but Zhao Feiyang relentlessly caught up and questioned, is that you? Why target me? Do you remember the winning goal 2 years ago? Li Wei looked at Zhao Feiyang with a gloomy expression and said, labor and capital are the core of the team. What qualifications do you have to throw that ball? Li Wei's words made Zhao Feiyang incredulous. You only scored 9 points in that game. If you don't pass the ball despite poor hand feel, others will be unhappy for a long time. In the remaining 7 seconds, you were trapped and couldn't even catch the ball. I ran out of space, so the ball was in my hands. I just threw a ball. What did I do wrong? Li Wei's face remained cold upon hearing these words. I don't care. I don't care if the team can win. Even if we have to lose, it's my core who threw the ball away. Zhao Feiyang felt completely incomprehensible about Li Wei's ideas. The competition continues. Li Wei held the ball over half the court, and Zhao Feiyang didn't argue with him anymore. After all, Ray Allen's experience card has limited time, wasting a second is one's own loss. He knew that Li Wei would definitely not pass the ball to him, so he had to look for opportunities on his own. On the field, Li Wei used his teammates to pick, and dribble to break through, but encountered interference after entering the basket. He dribbled the ball and placed it on the flank, then retreated to the 3-point line again. My teammate's shot failed to score, and the basketball bounced out of the basket. This time, the big man Su Rui from the Sharks team took off the rebound. Give it to me. Li Wei shouted out. Su Rui passed the ball to his hand. Standing on the 3-point line, Li Wei no longer organized the attack. Seeing that the Lakers player in front of him did not come up to defend, he simply stood at the top of the arc and took a shot. 3 points is not his strong suit, but he still chooses to take action. Bang! The basketball fell one step ahead of schedule, and Li Wei threw a 3 no-touch shot. The scene was in an uproar. Zhao Feiyang was almost so angry that he cursed out loud. Did you make a mistake? Would you rather throw the ball away than pass it? Seeing the timer of the experience card constantly pass by, Zhao Feiyang's heart was dripping with blood. It's like scratching his heart with a knife. After Li Wei's shooting failure, the Lakers quickly served a counterattack, but their efficiency was too high. They easily scored a fast break layup in the second half. Seeing Li Wei still preparing for singles, at a critical moment, the referee's whistle sounded. Shoo! The Big Sharks team replaced their players, and head coach Li Guohai lost patience and directly replaced Li Wei, who made constant mistakes. As soon as Li Wei went down, Zhao Feiyang's opportunity finally came. It's the Shark team's turn to attack again. After the ball passed half-court, Zhao Feiyang ran out of the empty space on the flank to demand the ball. The substitute teammate in the first position didn't think much and quickly handed the ball to him. Pop! At the moment when the basketball fell into Zhao Feiyang's hands, he felt his whole body trembling, especially his hands seemed to be full of strength. Without any hesitation, he decisively lifted the basketball and took off. The basket is still the same basket, but in his perception, when the basketball was released, he seemed to have a premonition that it would fall into the basket. Sure enough. Next second. Schwa! A perfect 3-pointer was scored smoothly. Chapter 2. Challenge Kobe. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Schwa! Zhao Feiyang's 3-pointers were perfectly scored. Despite not facing strict defense from Lakers players, it still caused enthusiastic cheers from the sideline fans. After scoring the first goal, Zhao Feiyang's confidence suddenly came back. In the following 3 minutes, he hit a 3-pointer at the bottom corner 3-point line and the top of the arc position. His decisive and rapid move made him the center of attention on the field, even Lakers players had to keep a close eye on him. Even so, the Lakers players defending Zhao Feiyang couldn't stop his shot. Schwa! Another 3-pointer. Zhao Feiyang's shot at the bottom corner has already ignited the entire court. His feat of hitting 4 consecutive 3-pointers in a short period of time also helped the Sharks recover a considerable margin. Good ball. You pitched beautifully. I finally saw a decent counterattack. Listening to the cheers of the fans on the sidelines, Li Wei sitting on the bench turned charcoal black on his face. He leaned back on the chair, his hands around his chest, and his eyes were rather disdainful to roast. Mad. What's so remarkable about it? Should you get out of this game or should you get out of here? Shoo. With 2 minutes and 40 seconds left until the end of the experience card, the Los Angeles Lakers suddenly made a substitution move. To everyone's surprise, Kobe Bryant, who had not played for a few minutes and had just hung his truce card, appeared again this time. The third section has over 4 minutes left to finish. The two sides drew a score of 60.68. The Los Angeles Lakers still lead by 8 points. Pre-season stars are rarely played, usually meaning a few minutes. Moreover, the third quarter is almost over, and no matter how you look at it, Kobe Bryant seems to have no need to make an appearance at this time. Lakers substitute point guard Xavier Henry stepped off the field, and after a brief high-five with Kobe Bryant, he took his place on the court. The game is starting again. This time, the Lakers had just advanced to the half-court, and a scene that surprised everyone happened again. I saw Kobe Bryant take the initiative to approach Zhao Feiyang, with one hand blocking his body and the other hand rushing towards Jordan Farmar, who was in charge of the ball, to make a call. The scene suddenly exploded. What is the situation? It seems that the three-point shot just now caught Kobe's attention. Zhao Feiyang is in a miserable situation now. This guy will be kicked out of shit by Kobe. The scene was filled with astonishment. A group of people stood up on the bench of the Big Sharks. Among them, Li Wei jumped the most happily. When he saw Kobe personally go to singles with Zhao Feiyang, his face was like a blooming chrysanthemum, so happy that he couldn't close his mouth. Slot. It's really cool. Isn't it a cow? Kobe is hitting you now and you're kneeling down and calling, Dad. On the court. Zhao Feiyang is completely foolish. He didn't expect Kobe Bryant to personally play. This man was one of his idols when he was young, and now there are posters of Kobe Bryant wearing the number 24 purple and gold jersey in his dormitory. Although this man has already passed his peak period and experienced many injuries, it cannot be denied that he is still the top star in the league. Isn't it like playing alone now? Pop. The basketball was given to Kobe Bryant, and when he pushed away Zhao Feiyang's shoulder and lifted his hand, Zhao Feiyang clearly felt that the man in front of him was not here to play. Sleeping slot. He's serious. The pressure came up immediately. Zhao Feiyang doesn't think he can defend against Kobe Bryant alone. Even if it were for a Ray Allen, he would probably only have to eat his cake. Sure enough. The next second, Kobe held the ball with his back to himself, and after hitting it twice, he suddenly turned around and pulled back to release his hand. Zhao Feiyang had already rushed forward with great effort, but there was no possibility of blocking Kobe Bryant at all. Schwa. The basketball hit steadily into the basket. The whole room was filled with cheers. Countless Kobe fans applaud and cheer for their idols. Kobe Bryant still maintained his calm demeanor, reaching out his hand to boo and smiling at Zhao Feiyang. This is provocation. Zhao Feiyang certainly understands Kobe's meaning. Although the opponent was a superstar, such a move successfully ignited his anger. It's the Shark team's turn to attack again. This time, the teammate who was controlling the ball was intercepted halfway, and Zhao Feiyang ran over to receive it. As soon as the ball reached his hands, he accelerated and sprinted to the half-court. Just crossed the midline not far away, Zhao Feiyang saw Kobe Bryant about to stick up, break in place, lift the basketball, and it was a super long three-pointer shot. Schwa. This ball was scored against Kobe Bryant's defense. The scene was filled with exclamation of surprise. Countless fans fell into shock. Sleeping trough. Bull batch. Is this guy challenging Kobe? The boss has a strong temper, who dares to provoke him is not going to die. On the bench of the Big Sharks, Li Wei, who was just mocking Zhao Feiyang for being abused, stood up with an incredulous expression on his face. I'm crazy about the special code. Does this kid have such good luck in dog poop? On the field. Kobe Bryant clearly didn't expect Zhao Feiyang to have such a good hand feel. He stood in place, curled his lips, and signaled to his teammates under the basket to serve. The Lakers are once again attacking. The ball passed through half court. This time, before his teammates could catch the ball, Zhao Feiyang took the initiative to stick in front of him. Kobe Bryant, upon seeing this, also took a step back and posed 1.1 on the 3-point line after asking his teammates for the ball. The scene suddenly became restless. Kobe Bryant dribbled the ball while keeping a close eye on Zhao Feiyang. The next moment, he made a false shake and hit a three-pointer with a jump shot in place. Schwa. The ball has entered. Did you see it? Defeating you is that simple. Kobe Bryant started talking trash. Zhao Feiyang was also unwilling to be outdone and began to ridicule him with a strange aura of yin and yang. Everyone can score a 3-point shot. Is this really impressive? Why do you only know how to jump shoot instead of dunk? Is it because you don't like it? As soon as these words were spoken, the two of them became even more at odds. Kobe Bryant's eyebrows also twisted into a fried dough twists. The ball rights have once again come into the hands of the Sharks. The ball passed through half court. Kobe Bryant followed Zhao Feiyang, and his teammates also gave him the ball upon seeing this. Zhao Feiyang had just dribbled the ball when Kobe Bryant rushed up to compete. Such a serious attitude even made the fans on site feel a bit dazed. It is quite rare for Zhao Feiyang, who is just a CBA player, to receive such attention from Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's fierce competition did put a lot of pressure on Zhao Feiyang. He kept retreating, using one side to protect the basketball in his hand. However, he did not keep retreating, but suddenly took a step-back shot when he stepped back to the fast lane. Schwa. Another ultra-long three-pointer landed firmly in the basket. Kobe Bryant's defense was very tight this time, not only coming up to interfere, but even touching Zhao Feiyang's palm with his fingers. He still couldn't stop the ball from scoring. Sleeping slot. Can you even get in here? This boy is Ingzheng touching the switch. Win thoroughly. This ball can be played for a lifetime. The fans on site were shocked. In front of the substitute bench of the Big Sharks, Li Wei's chin was so shocked that he almost fell to the ground. He really didn't expect Zhao Feiyang to score in front of Kobe. Who didn't know that the domestic players in this game were completely suppressed by the Lakers? Even a core player like him would only be abused in front of any substitute guard on the Lakers. On the court. Kobe Bryant's face had turned terrifyingly cold. If he used to chuckle occasionally before, then now he has completely restrained his contempt. Famer, give me that damn ball. Kobe Bryant couldn't wait and shouted to his teammate Jordan Farmar under the basket. Pop. The basketball passed to Kobe. He was really angry this time. He had not yet waited for the Sharks to fully defend, so he accelerated with the ball and sprinted towards the half-court. Zhao Feiyang followed closely behind him, watching as Kobe Bryant shot all the way to the basket. Zhao Feiyang had already been pushed aside by Kobe Bryant. This situation is simply impossible to prevent. Kobe Bryant took advantage of the situation and rushed into the basket. Without anyone to defend him, he jumped high and made a two-handed dunk towards the basket. He doesn't dunk many times, especially after encountering injuries. Generally, Kobe Bryant would choose layups to save energy. This time using both hands to forcefully buckle is enough to prove his displeasure. Bang! A violent buckle instantly ignited the scene. Countless fans who love Kobe seem to have seen him when he was young. However, Kobe Bryant had just scored on this side, and the Big Sharks quickly served. A teammate made a long pass and handed the ball to Zhao Feiyang. Zhao Feiyang had just stepped onto the 3-point line at the top of the arc after half the court when he jumped high and threw a 3-point ball. Schwa. The basketball once again landed steadily into the basket. The atmosphere on site reached another climax. Even Kobe Bryant's face showed an extremely rare expression of astonishment. Even Lakers head coach Mike D'Antoni on the sidelines couldn't help but shake his head and exclaim, "Who is this young man? I haven't seen many people who can surprise Kobe." The third quarter of the competition is coming to an end. There are still over 2 minutes left. Ding! Ray Allen experience card is over. At the moment when the system prompt sounded, Zhao Feiyang felt a sudden softening of his body, as if that powerful force had dissipated in an instant. Shoo! The referee's whistle sounded again. This time it's a replacement for the Sharks. To everyone's surprise, it was not someone else who was replaced, but Zhao Feiyang, who hit high-difficulty three-pointers consecutively. Zhao Feiyang was noticeably stunned when he found out that he had been replaced. He first glanced at Li Wei, who had been replaced, and beside him stood a man in a suit and leather shoes, who was giving him some advice and occasionally casting a cold gaze at him. Then he looked at the head coach Li Guohai in front of the seat, and when the other person shook his head with a helpless expression, Zhao Feiyang suddenly understood everything. He let out a heavy sigh, raised his right hand to greet the fans on site, and then took the initiative to shake hands with Kobe Bryant before walking towards the field. This time, he did not return to the bench, but walked directly towards the player channel. However, as he passed by the appearance of Li Wei, Zhao Feiyang still spoke to him. "You'd better hope that we don't have another chance to fight each other. Otherwise, labor and management will definitely beat you up." Chapter 3. You will regret. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Farewell forever. Big Shark. In front of the training base, Zhao Feiyang sat on the bus with his suitcase in hand, leaning against the window. He kept looking back at the place where his youth was shining. Until his gaze gradually blurred, he reluctantly turned back. He has left the Sharks club now, but it doesn't mean he will give up his career. After receiving help from the system, Zhao Feiyang is full of expectations for the future. Even if it's only played for 10 minutes, with the power of Ray Allen's experience card, isn't it dominating in CBA? In that case, it's definitely not a problem to sign another team on your own. Zhao Feiyang pondered while opening the system page. A light curtain appeared in front of him, and he saw an introduction about himself on the system, as well as instructions for using the experience card. There are 3 types of experience cards: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Beginner level scores below 60 points, valid for 10 minutes, intermediate level scores range from 60 to 80 points, valid for 20 minutes, advanced level scores above 80 points, valid for 30 minutes. Every time a score reaches 100 on the field, it can be converted into 1 system point, which can be accumulated and automatically upgraded to the experience card to a certain extent. The higher the level of the experience card, the more effective it is when facing stronger stars. Zhao Feiyang looked at his Ray Allen experience card, which is also a beginner experience card and currently only has 61 points. This situation is enough to play in the CBA, but it's probably hard to say how to play in the NBA. The host is currently a level 1 player, with a field score of 21 points. The next level is level 2, with a cumulative score of 500 points on the field. You can receive a reward. Steve Nash experience card. Is there still a level? Zhao Feiyang curiously opened the level table and found rows of experience cards behind him. The third level can receive rewards. Chris Paul experience card. Level 4 rewards. Klay Thompson experience card. Level 5 rewards. Dwayne Wade experience card. The most exaggerated thing is that at level 20, you can also obtain a Michael Jordan experience card. However, as the points continue to increase, in order to advance to the 20th level, one must earn 40,000 points. Damn it! Jordan himself only scored over 38,000 points, and the Crazy Dad system requires 40,000 points to use the Jordan experience card. I can get 40,000 points, but I still care if I use it or not. Of course, it was only a moment before Zhao Feiyang realized it. If it's in the NBA, 40,000 points is undoubtedly difficult to reach, but if you keep playing CBA scoring, 40,000 points doesn't seem so unattainable. As long as I can persist until I retire at the age of 40. Time passed quickly, but in just over an hour, Zhao Feiyang arrived at his destination. The place he went to was Jiangning Town Central Primary School, where his girlfriend Zhang Jiaying, whom he had been in love with for 3 years, worked as a teacher. This time, I came to take a look at Zhang Jiaying and temporarily find a place to settle down and then contact other clubs for trial training. Due to playing basketball, he didn't meet Zhang Jiaying many times during the season, and each time they were mostly video chats. Only during the long off-season can the two have enough time to get bored together. At the age of 29, he didn't mention getting married, but he was always evaded by Zhang Jiaying as, "It's not yet time." Fortunately, this relationship is relatively stable. In front of Jiangning Town Central Primary School. In the afternoon after school, there were constant traffic and crowds of pedestrians. Zhao Feiyang stood silently waiting under the street lamp across from the school, with a gift box in his pocket and a necklace worth tens of thousands. Zhang Jiaying mentioned once before that this time Zhao Feiyang specifically bought it as a gift for her. The last time the two met was a month ago, when they bid farewell to each other and got married. While missing each other in their hearts, Zhao Feiyang also had some youthful restlessness. Considering the possibility of war tonight, Zhao Feiyang specially bought bulletproof supplies from a pharmacy in the town. Finally, a familiar figure appeared in front of him. "Jiaying, here." Zhang Jiaying is wearing a French apricot-colored dress today, with a pair of small white shoes and a long black hair draped around her. A height of 1.7 meters showcases her slender legs, combined with the light makeup on her face, giving her a mature and charming feeling. When she saw Zhao Feiyang, Zhang Jiaying was clearly stunned for a moment. She glanced at both sides of the road and realized there were no cars before quickly walking to the opposite side of the road. Zhao Feiyang extended his arms to embrace her, but what he received was her hand blocking her. "Why did you come?" Zhang Jiaying's indifferent questioning made Zhao Feiyang frown. She wasn't like this before. "Why can't I come?" "I came to see you. We haven't seen each other for over a month." Zhang Jiaying didn't speak, just took out her phone and operated it, then handed it to Zhao Feiyang. Zhao Feiyang looked up and saw a news report about him, which included both his outstanding performance in the game and the heavyweight news of his contract being terminated by the Sharks. "Are you fired by the team?" Zhang Jiaying asked. Zhao Feiyang didn't know what she wanted to say, only replied with the word, "Let's break up." "Why? Have you ever thought about the future? Now that you're not a professional player, what can you do in the future? You're almost 30 years old, and I can't see any hope in you. My salary is not high either, and I don't want to live a difficult life with you, so I must find someone who is ambitious." Zhao Feiyang laughed when he heard these words. What women say about ambition is actually money. But this cannot be explicitly stated, it is easy to be accused of worshipping money. He spent most of the money he earned with Zhang Jiaying for 3 years with each other. Eating, traveling, and various gifts are all from one's own savings. In order to save money, Zhao Feiyang even stayed in the player dormitory specifically to save expenses. On weekdays, his teammates indulged in extravagance and drinking, but he couldn't even bear to buy a piece of clothing, yet he never treated Zhang Jiaying unfairly. The result turned out to be this situation. The front foot just got fired, and the back foot woman immediately abandoned her. No one with a little conscience could do such a heartless thing. After thinking it through, Zhao Feiyang stopped talking nonsense. In front of a woman who has changed her heart, saying anything is meaningless. "Okay. Since you think you're going to break up, then let's split it up. However, Zhang Jiaying, I guarantee you will regret it someday. I promise to do it. Zhao Feiyang finished speaking and left without looking back, dragging his suitcase. Standing in place, Zhang Jiaying only coldly gazed at his departing figure. Zhao Feiyang, you are still so childish. You're almost 30 years old. Do you think you can continue playing professional games? Staples Center Arena. In the conference room, owner Jenny Buss is discussing the attendance issue for the new season with Lakers executives. After winning the championship in the 2009-10 season, the Lakers have had a really bad performance in the past 2 years. From the 10th to the 11th season, they were swept 4-0 by the Dallas Mavericks in the Western Conference semifinals, and from the 11th to the 12th season, they were eliminated by the Oklahoma City Thunder with a score of 4.1. The 12-13 season was even worse, as they were swept out by the San Antonio Spurs in the first round of the playoffs. Behind the poor record, on the one hand, it is due to Kobe Bryant's injuries, and on the other hand, it is due to the constantly changing roster within the team. Especially last season, despite the introduction of superstars Dwight Howard and Steve Nash under the guidance of team general manager Mickey Kupchak, their relationship with Kobe Bryant was not pleasant. Especially Dwight Howard, he is an optimist, while Kobe is a very strict person. One does not have such a strong desire to win, while the other is extremely strict in order to win. Such a confrontation will naturally create barriers. So, last season, the team's morale was divided, and even the head coach changed 2 places in a short period of time. From Mike Brown at the beginning to Bernie Biscoff, and then to Mike D'Antoni at the end. Every time a coach changes, the team's attacking style changes, and such an unstable situation makes the Lakers, who are already unable to unite, even more chaotic. With a poor record, the attendance naturally decreases. Although Los Angeles has never lacked celebrities, the management of the Lakers believes that the current team still needs to build momentum. In this year's draft, we used the second-round pick to pick rookie Ryan Kelly. His performance in the Summer League was not good enough. Objectively speaking, I don't think he will play in this league for too long. The team doesn't have fresh blood, which is not a good thing for us. However, boss, just yesterday's preseason in China, I suddenly found a suitable candidate. If we can sign this player, not only can we use the Chinese market to make up for other expenses, but maybe we can also gain more profits like the Rockets. The team's general manager, Mickey Kupchak, spoke for a moment to explain. After speaking, he handed the information in his hand to the boss Jenny Bath, and also gave a copy to other senior executives. Everyone quickly flipped through it, and soon, a senior executive exclaimed in surprise. A 29-year-old Chinese defender player. Oh. Mickey. Are you joking with us? Not to mention Chinese players, even local players find it difficult to establish themselves in the NBA at this age. Their ultimate fate will only be to play for 1 or 2 seasons and then disappear. Boss Jenny Bass didn't speak, but she also looked at the general manager Mickey Kupchak with a puzzled gaze. Mickey Kupchak was not surprised by everyone's reaction. He gestured to the assistant beside him, and soon the assistant opened the electronic screen placed in the middle of the conference room. On the 50-inch electronic screen, the pre-season game of the Chinese NBA held yesterday afternoon was played, and the confrontation on the field was the third quarter of the match between Zhao Feiyang and Kobe Bryant. Oh. This guy has a really good feel. The 3-point shot is really impressive. Even Kobe was annoyed by him. After the video finished playing, general manager Mickey Kupchak looked at the crowd and spoke up again. He's an older player, yes, but he has what we need. Imagine if we sign a young player from China, then we will definitely get enough attention in a short period of time. As long as he can score a few points per game and the coaching staff guarantees a few minutes of playing time, there will definitely be a considerable number of Chinese fans paying attention to us. As for the future, it's just a 1-year contract. There won't be much loss for us at all. Chapter 4. Speaking. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Perhaps due to the consecutive setbacks caused by his girlfriend's breakup last night, Zhao Feiyang drank a lot of alcohol and slept in the hotel until noon the next day. When he finally woke up, he realized that there were 4 or 5 unfamiliar missed calls on his phone. What is the situation? Zhao Feiyang didn't take it seriously and planned to wash himself up first, but as soon as he got up, his phone rang again. Hello. Zhao Feiyang's voice was a bit lazy. Hello, may I ask if you are Mr. Zhao Feiyang? It's me, who are you? I am David Stoke, the scout for the Los Angeles Lakers Huaxia district. Do you have the opportunity to invite you out to meet? I would like to discuss some basketball matters with you. Upon hearing the other person's words, Zhao Feiyang almost screamed with excitement, but fortunately he tried his best to control his emotions. Okay. If it's convenient, let's meet tonight at 6:10 p.m. at a private clubhouse in the northwest corner of Mingzhu Sports Center. No problem. Drip. At the moment when the other party hung up the phone, Zhao Feiyang excitedly danced and flipped 4 or 5 somersaults on the bed. Ah. Bull batch. The Lakers have invited me. Damn it. Maybe the management will sign with them. Zhao Feiyang shouted it out completely. However, his shout affected the little couple in the next room, and within a few seconds, the sound of the other person tapping on the wall panel came over. Zhao Feiyang quickly covered his mouth. Holy crap, does anyone do radio gymnastics in broad daylight? This is not good either. In broad daylight. It's almost indecent. No, I have to criticize this sinful behavior. As Zhao Feiyang spoke, he pressed his ear to the wall and felt that he couldn't hear clearly. He also took out a cup and placed it on the wall. However, after listening for over a minute, Zhao Feiyang finally heard the commotion on the other side next door. What shocked him greatly was that everything did not go as he had hoped. The whole movement was only accompanied by the voices of 2 people. Firstly, a man said, "Baby, the water temperature has been adjusted. Come on." Unexpectedly, the other one was also a man's. "Husband, I'm here. Did you see the soap? Hey. It fell to the ground. Husband, don't move, I'll pick it up. WTF. Zhao Feiyang looked fearful upon hearing this and quickly threw down his water cup to wash his ears. With the deterrent power of his neighbor, Zhao Feiyang cleaned up much faster than usual. It was only 3 hours before 6:10 p.m. in the afternoon when Zhao Feiyang went to cut his hair, shaved off his beard, and tidied up well before arriving at his destination on time. When he entered the private room of the club as instructed, there were not 1 person waiting for him, but 3 people. May I ask who is David Scout? Zhao Feiyang was a bit puzzled and asked a question. David, who was sitting at the outermost, quickly got up and shook hands with Zhao Feiyang, then led him to the other 2 people. Zhao, this is Lakers General Manager Mickey Kupchak. This is Lakers Legal Officer Jeff Brown. The 2 also took the initiative to shake hands with Zhao Feiyang. Zhao Feiyang is foolish. What situation is this? Why is the general manager here? At this point, Zhao Feiyang was still unclear about his situation. It wasn't until the Lakers presented a signed contract to him after a brief understanding between the 2 sides that Zhao Feiyang finally realized he hadn't dreamed. The Lakers want to sign me. Zhao Feiyang held the contract in disbelief, and even his hands trembled from it. That's right. The contract we offer you is worth $1 million, and although it only lasts for 1 year, we believe it can be a lifeline for you now. We know you have just been fired by the team, so this is definitely a chance that will never happen again in your life. Lakers general manager Mitch Kupchak's words are all too exaggerated. He praised the Lakers as a super powerhouse and a favorite championship team, while also mentioning the influence of Kobe in the team in China. At the same time, he openly and secretly revealed Zhao Feiyang's career, belittling his own value. Zhao Feiyang is not foolish either. He is well aware that the other party is using this price tag to trap himself. Mr. Mickey, may I ask if my contract is a fully guaranteed contract? Are there any other additional terms? Zhao Feiyang interrupted Mickey Kupchak's narration. We have professional legal personnel here, and you can consult them on all the terms and conditions of the contract, said the other party with a surprised expression, but it quickly hid. Fortunately, Zhao Feiyang's English proficiency was quite good. After picking up the contract and studying it for a while, he finally discovered the problems that existed above. The Lakers did not give him a fully guaranteed contract, but a non-guaranteed contract. Even worse, the contract itself only had $500,000 guaranteed, and $500,000 was an additional condition, which meant he had to provide the required data, otherwise he wouldn't receive that money. When he asked Mickey Kupchak these questions again, the other party not only did not answer directly, but also asked him, Zhao, how many Chinese players do you think can make it to the NBA? You're already 29 years old, you'd better think carefully. This may be your last chance in your life. No more teams will give you a quote. Chinese clubs don't even want an elderly player, would other NBA clubs choose you? Although knowing that the other party was Pua himself, Zhao Feiyang still had to choose to agree. Currently, he does not have the qualifications to negotiate, but as long as he can achieve results in the Lakers, he can use the Lakers as a springboard to pursue larger markets and gain more opportunities in the future. Okay. I'll sign it. But I have one requirement, which is to hold a press conference for me and let all Chinese people know that I have signed with the Lakers. Mickey Kupchak finally had a smile on his face. Of course. These are all very easy to handle. Shark Club Training Base. The early morning sunshine was very warm, so the team specifically placed the training ground outside. After the morning training, the players also walked towards the cafeteria one after another. Since Zhao Feiyang left, Li Wei's mood has been quite good. He used to dislike the luxurious food in the cafeteria and never went there. Today, he also rarely walked in with his teammates. A group of players sat down next to each other and placed their respective plates in their respective positions according to the standards prepared by the team in advance. Oh. Is this food okay too? There are chicken legs, pork ribs, and shrimp as well. I underestimated this cafeteria. Li Wei smiled and prepared to start cooking. The same goes for other teammates, who chat and eat at the same time. However, just as they had only eaten a few bites, a news message suddenly appeared on the electronic screen in the middle of the cafeteria. Okay, this is CCTV Noon News. I just received news from Mingzhou City that China's former CBA professional player Zhao Feiyang has officially signed with the Los Angeles Lakers at 9:30 a.m. Yenjing time this morning. The specific image will be transmitted back from the front later. As soon as this news came out, the entire cafeteria did not immediately stir-fry, but there was a moment of silence. Not a single player spoke, everyone just stood still. Some could even eat 2 bites of rice with chopsticks, while others like Li Wei almost threw the rice into their mouths but couldn't swallow it. With their mouths open, they looked silly and allowed the rice grains to fall out of their mouths. Am I deaf? Mad is joking with me. Zhao Feiyang signed with the Lakers. Li Wei is undoubtedly the most excited. He just found a way to dismiss Zhao Feiyang, whom he disliked, but he didn't expect the other party to turn around and sign with the NBA Lakers. Even if he has a lot of energy in the CBA, he can't interfere with the decisions of the Lakers at all. It's fake. It's definitely fake. Li Wei didn't believe in evil and got up and walked to the electronic screen. Other teammates were also somewhat surprised. They were also puzzled by the situation and stood up behind Li Wei, staring silently at the electronic screen. At this moment, the live broadcast happened to be connected to the TV station, so in front of all the Pearl City Sharks, the electronic screen showed the scene of Zhao Feiyang signing with Lakers general manager Mickey Kupchak. We are delighted to have signed Zhao. He is a passionate young man. Perhaps there is a limit to age, but love is infinite. His performance is worth it for us to do so. In the picture, Mickey Kupchak praised while Zhao Feiyang held his jersey on the other side, allowing the media to take photos. When countless flashes left marks on him, the reporter handed the interview microphone to him. Feiyang, as far as we know, you were just laid off by the team before. Is that related to your signing with the Lakers? What do you have to say? Zhao Feiyang took the microphone, looked straight at the camera, and spoke calmly. A few days ago, I was indeed fired by the Sharks. The team thinks I'm old and I've been injured again. They plan to abandon a player who has made contributions to them. Okay. I have nothing to say. On the court, only strength speaks. Next, there will be a warm-up game between the Lakers and the Sharks. I don't want to say anything too polite or play any word games with everyone. I am very pure, so I will only say one thing. Labor will destroy the Sharks. Someone wash their buttocks and wait for me. This statement was extremely domineering, and the on-site media captured it one after another, preparing to bring out a big news. Even Mickey Kupchak didn't expect Zhao Feiyang to be so direct. Isn't this kid a prick? If that's the case, wouldn't the Lakers have another difficult guy to deal with? At the same time, Li Wei, who watches news with the appearance of electronic screens, has finally exploded. At the beginning, despite saving face, he tried to calm down and sat back in his chair to eat 2 bites of food. A few minutes ago, the food that felt very delicious was now put into my mouth like chewing wax. What nonsense food. Mad doesn't even feed pigs. Shua. I bought a watch last year. What do you think, you're just going to be a water dispenser administrator? What's so great about it? You can rub yourself on the ground with just one hand. Not only did Li Wei curse loudly, but some players who had a bad relationship with Zhao Feiyang also began to mock and ridicule. I used to not deal with them normally, but now they not only haven't lost their jobs, but have also signed an NBA contract, completely leaving them behind. This makes their jealousy burn wildly in their hearts. Chapter 5. Transformation. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Who is Zhao Feiyang? Why did the Lakers sign him? Senior player Zhao Feiyang has officially signed a contract with the Lakers with an annual salary of $1 million. Why was he fired by the Sharks before? Does Zhao Feiyang have the qualification to play in the NBA? After Zhao Feiyang's signing ceremony, the whole China went crazy because of him. Especially major sports channels have almost competed to report this news. With various headlines, Zhao Feiyang became a hot star in China in almost an instant. CCTV Sports also attempted to invite Zhao Feiyang for an interview, but unfortunately, Zhao Feiyang refused as he didn't have time. On various sports forums, there has been increasing debate about Zhao Feiyang, and the most talked about topic is undoubtedly whether he is qualified to play in the NBA. Zhao Feiyang can also play in the NBA. Are you joking? He is a peripheral figure in the CBA, especially since he is almost 30 years old and can't play for many years without retiring. He still wants to go to the NBA. That's right, not to mention his technical skills. How many professional players in their 30s who went to play in the NBA? From my perspective, this is just a farce. Maybe the Lakers will kick him away in a while. Don't say it's so unpleasant. Making money is not embarrassing. The Lakers and Zhao Feiyang each take what they need, it's just that one wants attention and the other wants money. In any case, whether he should be spicy or not will not change. He still wants to blow up the Sharks team, help me tell him, he's just a ding, right? I'm sorry. There are also a few who support Zhao Feiyang, but unfortunately, such a small number of people are pitiful. Zhao Feiyang is at least one of our Chinese players. What's the problem with having one more player play in the NBA? Anyway, I support him. He played very well in the game before being fired by the big Sharks. Perhaps during his injury recovery period, he trained some new tricks. Age is indeed a problem, but the NBA has a precedent of playing at the age of 30. Can't Zhao Feiyang be considered one? I have to say, I don't really believe in Zhao Feiyang's strength, but just because of his attitude of pursuing his dreams even at the age of 30, I am willing to support him. How many people have given up their dreams before they reach the age of 30? Online public opinion continues to ferment. Compared to the anticipation and praise that Yi Jianlian and Sun Yu had when they entered the NBA, most fans this time showed a skeptical attitude. However, their attitude was not enough to put Zhao Feiyang in an awkward situation. It was the sports legend Li Yilong from Mingzhou City who truly caused Zhao Feiyang to be grilled on the fire. He had previously worked as a team reporter for the Sharks, but not for a long time before leaving the team to work elsewhere. Zhao Feiyang playing in the NBA is like selling cloth in the cemetery. Nonsense. He has been a small player in the Sharks for many years, and there is no difference in his record with the team. Such a person can still play in the NBA at the end of his career, and he was selected by a powerhouse like the Lakers. I guess there must be some secret trade. Otherwise, who would be foolish enough to spend $1 million choosing an old guy to be the water dispenser administrator for the team? Due to Li Yilong's speech, it immediately aroused the support of many fans who questioned Zhao Feiyang. So, these people gathered under his social media account and began to use various data and results to argue that Zhao Feiyang was not good, and even used various NBA players as examples, constantly trying to deny Zhao Feiyang. Pop. In the hotel room, Zhao Feiyang closed the computer screen and threw it aside, while he leaned against the pillow to relax. After reading many comments online, Zhao Feiyang felt quite disappointed. It's okay for others to question me. Why do those old fans of the Mad Sharks question me? If it weren't for the winning goal I threw, the team would have been eliminated long ago. Why didn't I praise me when I won the game at that time, and now I forget so quickly? After all these years of hard work for the team, no one remembers all this credit. Feeling unhappy, Zhao Feiyang was not in a hurry at all. He is well aware that tomorrow's noon game will be his comeback battle. As long as this game is played well, not only can he recover the game from the big Sharks, but he can also win the favor of the Lakers and counterattack all those who question him. Didi, while Zhao Feiyang was fantasizing, a prompt sound suddenly sounded on social media. He opened the page and found that it was a friend request. Interestingly, the applicant is his ex-girlfriend Zhang Jiaying. After the two broke up, Zhang Jiaying coldly deleted Zhao Feiyang's contact information. Unexpectedly, in just one day, the woman couldn't hold back. Pass. Look what this woman wants to do. Zhao Feiyang had just passed and didn't expect this woman to make a voice call. If Zhao Feiyang dared to hang up the phone before, he would be scolded to death. This time, he hung up directly and replied to Zhang Jiaying in an extremely impatient tone, "I have something to say. I'm very busy." Quickly, a string of voice messages came over. "Feiyang, where are you? I seem to have a cold and a headache, cough. Cough. I really want you to be by my side now, taking care of me just like before." Zhang Jiaying's voice was indeed very crisp, and listening to it made people involuntarily feel a sense of pity. Sigh. Zhao Feiyang let out a light sigh. He is not a heartless person either. He had many happy moments with Zhang Jiaying back then, and he also gave her his best side. If it weren't for that, he would definitely have rushed over to find Zhang Jiaying as soon as possible. Unfortunately, he had already seen Zhang Jiaying's heartless expression. He also understood that Zhang Jiaying only loved money, not herself. "Is it none of my business for you to catch a cold?" Zhao Feiyang replied impatiently again. If it had been in the past, with Zhang Jiaying's violent temper, she might have already started cursing. However, this time, Zhang Jiaying did not get angry and instead continued to voice over. "Woo-woo. Brother, why are you scolding me? I know those words made you unhappy before. I'm sorry, my family keeps putting pressure on me. I've been with my brother for so long, and of course, I really want to be together forever." Zhao Feiyang sneered while listening, completely ignoring Zhang Jiaying's tricks. Unexpectedly, the next second, a photo was sent to him. The photo looks a bit dark and was taken in the room. However, from the dim yellow light, some uneven contours can still be seen, especially a pair of snow-white and slender ones. The curtains made Zhao Feiyang instantly become restless. Damn it! Is this woman crazy? Zhao Feiyang just roast that. Zhang Jiaying's voice came again. Brother, I want to come find you. I can have some cold food these days. If you want, I can brush my teeth before coming over. By the way, I also bought a very nice little dress. I believe you will definitely like it. Chapter 6. Public attention. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Although Zhang Jiaying's words made Zhao Feiyang's heart itch, at this moment, he still forcefully suppressed the flames inside his body. No way. What kind of person is a man? A man will not succumb to such beauty. Moreover, men who want to achieve great things must restrain their desires. Zhao Feiyang decisively refused Zhang Jiaying, even willing to blackmail her. At this moment, he is very clear about what the most important thing is. Nothing happened overnight. It wasn't until noon the next day, half an hour before the game started, that Zhao Feiyang finally met the others as a Lakers player. This game is still being held at the City Sports Center, but due to Zhao Feiyang, the attention to this game has far exceeded that of the previous one. Not to mention the high attendance rate, even the large screen outside the venue gathered many fans who came to watch the game. In the locker room, the Lakers players were changing clothes when Zhao Feiyang pushed the door in. The moment he stepped inside, he immediately caught everyone's attention. Look, our Chinese mascot is here. God! He's much older than me, but I've been in the league for 3 years. Are I a veteran or is he a veteran? Oh, Steve, don't you know? Your grandmother and he are in the same school, and this guy is much older than you. The players spoke with a hint of mockery and their eyes were also very frivolous. No one took the initiative to greet Zhao Feiyang, let alone make way for his seat. Kobe Bryant also sat in his seat, and when he saw Zhao Feiyang appear, he still looked indifferent. This scene is quite embarrassing. Fortunately, team coach Mike D'Antoni noticed Zhao Feiyang and didn't react much. He just pointed to a seat in a corner for Zhao Feiyang. Zhao, that's your position. Go over quickly. Time was running out, and as soon as Zhao Feiyang changed into the Lakers coat, music began to play on the locker room radio. This is the signal for the start of the game. Guys, let's go out and fight. After a simple pre-game mobilization, the Lakers players gradually walked out of the locker room. This time, Zhao Feiyang was ranked at the bottom, first because there was a sense of finality, and second because other teammates didn't want to make room for him. The situation was not as joyful as he had imagined, but Zhao Feiyang was still extremely excited in his heart. Especially at the moment when he followed his teammates out of the player tunnel, he witnessed a somewhat familiar yet different scene. Compared to the player channel of the Big Sharks, the enthusiasm of fans for the Lakers is really high. When he walked out, he saw countless fans wearing Lakers jerseys shouting and screaming on both sides. Kobe. The Lakers. Come on. The fans reached out to him, and Zhao Feiyang excitedly clapped back. Everywhere we passed along the way was filled with enthusiastic cheers and support. This reaction is completely different from that of the Sharks team. Shoo. The game is about to start, and before both sides make final preparations, the players go on stage and shake hands with each other. Zhao Feiyang naturally had another face-to-face encounter with his former teammates from the Sharks team. Feiyang, you can do it. Come on. Brother, you're good. Fight well. Any teammate who has a good relationship with Zhao Feiyang will take the initiative to give him a hug and cheer him on. And those Sharks players who didn't like Zhao Feiyang all had a cold face, a disdainful expression, and refused to even extend their hands. Are you still beating us up? Do you deserve it? No wonder the team fired you. With your attitude, you deserve it. Being able to enter the NBA is like smoking from your ancestors' graves. God is really not eye-catching, letting someone like you play in the NBA. Zhao Feiyang laughed off the mockery and even verbal abuse of these people. He doesn't care at all. It wasn't until he met the last person, his old rival Li Wei, that Zhao Feiyang finally stopped. Li Wei did not curse, but his face was not very good looking. Compared to his teammates who didn't reach out even when they were dirty, he was actually more imposing and took the initiative to reach out. I can't believe it. What kind of shit did you step on to sign the Lakers? But let me tell you, don't think it's amazing that your teammates are all NBA players. I can't beat them, but hitting someone like you who's not in the mainstream is like chopping vegetables and chopping melons for me. Li Wei gritted his teeth and said. Zhao Feiyang was not angry, let alone unhappy. Or rather, with their vastly different identities now, he would not lose his sanity for the sake of just one Li Wei. Your mouth. Life is still so amazing. It would be great if your mouth could match your football skills. See you on the field. If you say, explode, you will definitely explode. Whoever blocks you will. Shoo. The referee's whistle sounded. The competition begins. Perhaps to maintain the dignity of the team, the Sharks have specially sent out their strongest lineup this time. However, the Lakers still have a consistent substitute lineup, and to the disappointment of many fans, head coach Mike D'Antoni did not include Zhao Feiyang in the starting lineup. Why? Coach Mike, today's game is very important to me. Zhao Feiyang volunteered to fight. Mike D'Antoni, however, looked serious and said, get back to your seat. Follow the team's arrangements, that's what you need to do. The famous coach's face turned cold, and as a team novice, Zhao Feiyang naturally dared not violate the rules. After sitting on the bench in a proper manner, he began his career as a water dispenser administrator. The live camera was constantly filming Zhao Feiyang, and his words had already been aired. Many media outlets were also looking forward to his performance in this game, and many fans were waiting for him to prove himself. But he sat on the bench for a long time, and even after the first quarter, Lakers head coach Mike D'Antoni still had no plans to arrange for him to appear. Some fans who originally supported Zhao Feiyang gradually became disheartened and even became skeptical. What the hell is going on? Why don't you let him go yet? If you ask me, the Lakers used him to turn attendance, and this guy is just a mascot. How could he really play? That's right, they're almost 30 years old and still have serious injuries. Even if it were Yi Jianlian and Sun Yu, they wouldn't be able to withstand it, let alone this guy. Fans are very worried and the situation on the field is not optimistic. After the start of the first quarter, the main lineup of the Big Sharks performed steadily. They no longer had the panic of the previous game, nor did they continue to fight alone. Instead, they were organized by Li Wei and connected together, playing several beautiful coordinated attacks. On the other hand, on the Lakers' side, the substitutes sent up are mostly newcomers, and there is no cooperation between them. In singles, they are always sandwiched by the Sharks. After so many attacks, the error rate is still high. Chapter 7. It's my turn. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The first quarter of the game passed quickly, and the performance of the Los Angeles Lakers could only be considered mediocre. The team led the Big Sharks 27.25, although not behind, the 2-point gap is really not worth watching. Especially in the first quarter, the team collaboration of the Lakers was almost a mess. If it weren't for the fact that in preseason games, head coach Mike D'Antoni would have directly called off the game. Soon, the second quarter will start. The Lakers have made some adjustments to their lineup, with Mike D'Antoni replacing some key substitute players, but still failing to replace core players such as Kobe Bryant. The Big Sharks team also made a last-minute change by replacing two main lineups with a mixed starting lineup, continuing to maintain stability in the lineup. Shoo. The game is starting. At the beginning, the Big Sharks handed the ball to Li Wei. Li Wei played for over 4 minutes in the first quarter, pitched a three-pointer, and also scored a fast break layup. He, who performed well, was also replaced by head coach Li Guohai once again. After the ball passed half-court, Li Wei stood at the top of the arc and dribbled to organize the attack. The Lakers' substitute player Steve Blake came up to defend him. The two faced each other, and Li Wei relied on his teammates to pick and roll to avoid defense. Without any hesitation, he took the opportunity to enter the basket. Coincidentally, the Lakers player under the basket was blocked. Taking advantage of the opponent's absence, Li Wei lifted the basketball and threw it out with a throw. Schwa. The basketball landed steadily into the basket. Li Wei's goal won applause from the scene. The Big Sharks finally drew with the Lakers once again. After scoring, Li Wei also had a proud expression on his face. Before running back to defense at halftime, he turned around to challenge the Lakers bench. Especially when facing Zhao Feiyang, he actually made a throat cut in front of the whole audience. The scene of such provocation was also recorded by the on-site camera. The fans exclaimed in amazement. Why hasn't Zhao Feiyang come up yet? This is just a face-riding provocation, can this kid still hold back? Lie down. Just Li Wei's move is something that even a fan wants to do. It is said that Zhao Feiyang's departure from the team is closely related to Li Wei's exclusion, so if you come across this kid being so arrogant, you have to do him even more. Fans were discussing and Zhao Feiyang couldn't sit still on the team bench. He stood up and walked over to head coach Mike D'Antoni again. Coach, I want to play and play. No matter how long you let me play, now I want to join the battle right away. This time, the team coach Mike D'Antoni still ignored Zhao Feiyang and completely ignored his words, waving at another newcomer on the bench. Ryan. Warm up and get ready to go on stage. Newcomer Ryan Kelly heard the head coach say this and quickly got up to move around. Zhao Feiyang now understands. Ryan Kelly is a serious second-round draft pick for the team, and in the eyes of coach Mike D'Antoni, compared to the young rookie he signed halfway through, it is obvious that the other team has more cultivation value. I started this guy from the beginning before, but now I continue to let him train. Even though Ryan Kelly's performance is average, the coach has given him enough trust. On the other hand, I am just like my stepmother. Hello, old man with a white beard, have you been deaf? If you don't want me to play, why did you really sign me? Zhao Feiyang's temper also rose. Seeing Mike D'Antoni not giving himself face, he also shouted at the other party. His attitude really surprised Mike D'Antoni and also stunned other Lakers players. There are not many people in the team who dare to talk to the coach like this. Even Kobe Bryant would never shout "old man with a white beard" in front of him. That's enough. Coach Mike D'Antoni was also scared and shouted at Zhao Feiyang before calling him to his side. I know you want to play. I will give you time, he said, I promise to give you time soon. But now. Sit on the bench and don't speak, understand? Zhao Feiyang pouted with some dissatisfaction. Tell me earlier. Who made you ignore me? Zhao Feiyang sat back on the bench. On the field, Li Wei continued to provoke from time to time, while Zhao Feiyang was not as restless as before, but deep down, he couldn't help but want to go on stage and do something big. Shoo. The halftime has arrived. Both players enter the locker room. The rest period will end soon. When the second half arrived, Zhao Feiyang followed his teammates into the infield. As soon as he stepped out of the player tunnel, the fans on both sides booed him incessantly. Zhao Feiyang, you are so incompetent. Is it easy to be a water dispenser administrator? If you don't even play in such a game, what can you do even if you sign with the Lakers? The words of the fans fell in Zhao Feiyang's ears, and at this moment, he could only pretend that he couldn't hear them. As the third quarter was about to start, Zhao Feiyang planned to bother coach Mike D'Antoni again. Unexpectedly, as soon as he walked over, the other party waved at him. "Zhao, please prepare for it. Go to position 2. Zhao Feiyang was pleasantly surprised. He quickly took off his coat and warmed up for a while other teammates were also somewhat surprised by the head coach's arrangements. The lineup in this section is slightly different from before, with Steve Nash coming up from the first position instead of being a substitute. At this point, Steve Nash has reached the end of his career, and it cannot be denied that his organizational and offensive abilities are still top-notch in the league. "Steve, my name is Zhao. It's nice to play basketball with you." Zhao Feiyang excitedly introduced himself, and Steve Nash was stunned for a moment before nodding in a friendly response. At this moment, Steve Nash clearly wouldn't have thought about how much energy the seemingly inconspicuous young man in front of him would unleash. Shoo! The referee's whistle sounded, and players from both sides appeared. Li Wei from the Big Sharks team is still in the lineup. Before officially serving, he deliberately walked up to Zhao Feiyang to provoke him. "It's not easy. I only saw you play in 2 quarters. Although the Sharks may not be as good as the Lakers, I am here as a grandpa. It may seem impressive for you to be with the Lakers, but you are just a grandson." Zhao Feiyang just sneered at Li Wei's sarcasm and didn't pay any attention. Shoo! The competition officially starts. The Lakers serve. Steve Nash held the ball over half the court, and Zhao Feiyang reacted very positively. As soon as the ball passed, the other side started running wildly. Li Wei is also very proactive, always sticking to Zhao Feiyang and constantly interfering with him. System. Activate the experience card. Ding. Got it. The Ray Allen experience card has officially opened. The ball passed halfway and Steve Nash began to organize the attack. Seeing Zhao Feiyang running hard and finding space to catch the ball, Steve Nash immediately passed the ball to him. Pop. Zhao Feiyang, who had obtained the ball, did not hesitate. He stepped on the left 3-point line and first made a false shake to interfere with Li Wei's judgment. Then, he suddenly took a step back and lifted the basketball to make a shot. Li Wei's defense was very strong, almost using all his strength to rush towards Zhao Feiyang, but his defense still failed to stop Zhao Feiyang's 3-point shot. Schwa. With the help of Ray Allen's quick shot, Zhao Feiyang's 3-point shot perfectly avoided Li Wei's defense and accurately fell into the basket of the Big Sharks. Chapter 8. Unbreakable. You are listening at novelfull.audio. On the field, Zhao Feiyang scored a 3-pointer, and his performance caused cheers from the fans. After scoring the goal, Li Wei's face didn't look very good. He had already tried his best to pounce, but still couldn't prevent it, which undoubtedly made him feel a bit frustrated. It's the Shark team's turn to counterattack. Li Wei held the ball halfway through the court, and as soon as his teammate released the ball, he planned to quickly attack Zhao Feiyang to catch him off guard. But this time, the basketball had only reached his hands, and Zhao Feiyang immediately oppressed him. The feeling of the two playing against each other is very different from before. At this time, Zhao Feiyang brought a strong sense of pressure to Li Wei's defense, forcing him to use his body to barely block Zhao Feiyang. Even so, his dribbling was caught by Zhao Feiyang. Pop. Zhao Feiyang took advantage of the situation and slapped Li Wei's dribbling ball. After the basketball fell out, before Li Wei could pick it up, Zhao Feiyang took a detour behind him, picked up the basketball first, and then charged straight towards the half-court with the ball. Damn it! Li Wei cursed angrily and followed closely after him. 2 people arrived at the basket, one in front and one behind. Seeing Zhao Feiyang about to lift the basketball layup, Li Wei felt embarrassed and grabbed his right arm, attempting to interfere with Zhao Feiyang's shot with a foul. Unexpectedly, at the critical moment, Zhao Feiyang changed hands and laid up directly. As soon as Li Wei grabbed him, he forcefully threw the ball into the basket with his left hand. Bang! Bang! The basketball landed on the basket, bounced twice, and fell steadily into it at the referee's whistle, helping Zhao Feiyang get a 2+1. The whole room was in an uproar. Many fans couldn't help but scream and shout. Even the Lakers bench received scattered applause, delighted by Zhao Feiyang's goal. Only Li Wei looked angry and somewhat resentful towards himself. What the hell is going on? Didn't this even grab this guy? Zhao Feiyang walked up to the free throw line. Before throwing the free throw, he deliberately turned his head to look at Li Wei, who responded with a blank eye to his actions. In the next moment, Zhao Feiyang's free throw basket was steadily scored. The competition continues. The attack of the Big Sharks is still driven by Li Wei holding the ball. This time, Li Wei was cunning. After he received the basketball, he first noticed Zhao Feiyang's position and then gestured to his teammates. Zhao Feiyang had just leaned in front of him, and as soon as Li Wei made a gesture, his teammates immediately helped him pick and roll. Li Wei took this opportunity to shake off Zhao Feiyang and quickly ran through the half. After half-time, Li Wei came to the three-point line on the flank. This position has always been his best shooting percentage, so Li Wei raised the basketball and planned to take a three-pointer directly. Zhao Feiyang can do it, why can't I? Labor and capital have to invest 3 points. Li Wei was dissatisfied in his heart, so he said he would do it. But this time, as soon as he lifted the basketball and made a move, a lightning-like figure suddenly flew up. Pop! Li Wei's ball had just been released when the figure slapped it and flew it out. The basketball was fanned far away and landed directly in the audience. This scene once again caused a burst of exclamation on site, and many fans' chins were shocked into an O shape. Sleeping slot. Blood cap. Zhao Feiyang jumps so high. Is this guy cheating? Fans are discussing extensively. The referee's whistle sounded and the ball was awarded to the Sharks. Although the ball was still in his own hands, being continuously suppressed had already caused Li Wei to lose face. At this moment, his face turned pale. If not everyone had witnessed the entire game, he would probably have thought that Li Wei's face was poisoned. How's it going? I said I'm going to kick your shit out. I can't hold it anymore. Remember to tell me. Zhao Feiyang deliberately walked up to Li Wei and made a few sarcastic remarks. Li Wei didn't speak anymore now. Serve. He quickly walked to the sidelines and asked his teammates to give the ball to him. The Big Sharks are attacking again. This time, as soon as Li Wei held the ball, Zhao Feiyang put on a defensive posture and rushed forward. Perhaps afraid of being stolen, Li Wei finally hesitated and transferred the ball to his teammates. Pop. Give the basketball a flank position. A player from the Big Sharks attempted to break through and enter the basket, but was blocked and fed the ball to the inside line. Unfortunately, he made a mistake while passing the ball, and was snatched away by the Lakers. Steve Nash controls the ball. The other Lakers players quickly crossed the half-court. After reaching the half-court, Zhao Feiyang ran again, while Steve Nash kept organizing attacks on the field. Li Wei is very different from before. Not only did he not dare to let go of Zhao Feiyang, but he stuck to him like a piece of candy. Wherever Zhao Feiyang goes, he will follow him. This kind of defense did indeed interfere with Zhao Feiyang, but after Steve Nash deliberately entered the low position to try to cooperate but failed, Zhao Feiyang ran to the empty corner and successfully received the opponent's pass. Pop. The basketball once again fell into Zhao Feiyang's hands. Zhao Feiyang, who received the basketball, repeated his old trick this time by holding the basketball high and making a shot in front of Li Wei. Li Wei waited too long for this moment. Especially when he rushed over and felt that there was a perfect chance to block Zhao Feiyang's shooting space, Li Wei couldn't help but draw a smile from the corner of his mouth. However, the next second, Zhao Feiyang used this simple feint to shake him off. After Li Wei cleared the air, Zhao Feiyang calmly raised the basketball and made a move. Schwa! A crisp three-point shot easily fell into the basket. The whole room fell into a frenzy of cheers. The fans who questioned Zhao Feiyang before were also impressed by Zhao Feiyang's three-point goal at this time. Even the Lakers' teammates who watched the excitement actively extended their hands to applaud Zhao Feiyang. Kobe Bryant, who was sitting on the team bench watching the excitement, did not applaud, nor did he stand up. His face has always been serious, as it has been since the start of the game. However, after seeing Zhao Feiyang score 3 runs in a row, Kobe Bryant's gaze would occasionally fall on Zhao Feiyang, sometimes shaking or nodding in a daze. This is impossible. No way. When did his three-point shot become so powerful? Despite several defensive failures, Li Wei still refused to accept fate. Seeing Zhao Feiyang throwing 3-pointers in a row, his mentality was on the brink of collapse. However, no matter how he views it, this is no longer significant for the entire situation. Zhao Feiyang played the entire third quarter. During this period, he made 10 shots, and to everyone's surprise, all 10 shots were scored, all 3-pointers. Zhao Feiyang scored the highest 30 points of the entire game. It was precisely his shooting performance that turned the live game into garbage time early on. He had previously attempted to defeat the Los Angeles Lakers, the Big Sharks, but ultimately lost the game with a big score of 20 points despite the Lakers releasing a lot of water in the last quarter. Chapter 9, You Should Steal Joy. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After the pre-season match of Huaxia Tour, the miracle of Zhao Feiyang winning 30 points also appeared in various media outlets. Domestic fans reacted quickly, and from the initial questioning, almost 2/3 of the fans became solid supporters of Zhao Feiyang. Even though these people have persisted in constantly denying Zhao Feiyang before. As soon as the game is over, Zhao Feiyang is also about to leave China with the Lakers. If nothing unexpected happens, his next stop will be Los Angeles on the other side of the ocean. Before leaving, the Lakers even gave Zhao Feiyang a day off to go home and say goodbye to his family. However, before Zhao Feiyang left Mingzhou City, he received a call from former head coach Li Guohai. "Hello, Feiyang, the team's strict management ideal meets you." Yan Lei. What did he see me do? Zhao Feiyang remembers very clearly that when Yan Lei drove him away, he was quite ruthless both inside and outside of his words. "I didn't even take myself, an old player, seriously. I looked like I would just throw it away after using it." Although Zhao Feiyang wanted to refuse, he was hindered by Li Guohai's repeated persuasion. Considering that Li Guohai had indeed treated him well and for the sake of the other party's face, Zhao Feiyang decided to return to the Sharks training base. This time, as soon as he got off the car and arrived at the door, the team's general manager Yan Lei personally came up to greet him. Almost completely opposite to his previous arrogant attitude, Yan Lei not only had a passionate expression on his face, but also crazily praised Zhao Feiyang and brought him to his office. "Feiyang. Sit down. None of them are outsiders." Zhao Feiyang didn't hesitate and sat down on the sofa. Yan Lei personally brewed a cup of tea for Zhao Feiyang, and then took out a contract from the cabinet. He placed the contract in front of Zhao Feiyang and sat on the side himself. "Flying. I'm a bit older than you, so I'll just call myself brother in front of you. I'm not taking advantage of you." Yan Lei put on a thoughtful expression and said, "I'm sorry about what happened before, but it's not my fault either. The team has been losing money for the past 2 years, and the pressure on us from the group is very high. It's not that brother doesn't want you to stay on the team anymore, there's really no extra money left." Zhao Feiyang did not take on Yan Lei's words. He has heard some internal news about the group to some extent, but what he has learned is that the so-called deficit within the group is that there have been problems in certain projects. But even if there is a deficit, the salary and benefits of the management have not decreased at all, and there are no fewer contracts within the team such as Li Wei. From this perspective, Yan Lei's words are not reliable. Originally, it was a good thing for you to go to the Lakers, and my brother was also happy for you. But at your age, you don't need my brother to say it. You understand that it's almost impossible to have a second career at this age. The NBA is not that easy to play. Instead of working as a water dispenser administrator, why not stay in China? This contract is a price negotiated by the management. The team still wants to sign you back. Isn't your name legitimate now? If you can take this opportunity to stay with the team, you can cooperate with the club to promote and hype it up. It's uncertain that the team can turn around the deficit in the new season. When Yan Lei finished speaking, Zhao Feiyang suddenly understood. Ultimately, the other party is trying to take advantage of themselves. He didn't look at the contract on the table, just replied to Yan Lei, "I have already signed with the Lakers." Yan Lei seemed prepared and chuckled lightly, "We have inquired about this matter. Your contract is not fully guaranteed. As long as you are willing to stay, we will handle the penalty for breach of contract." Yan Lei's words made Zhao Feiyang take a high glance. Although my signed contract is not very large, the penalty for breach of contract is still quite substantial. No matter what the big sharks did before, the sincerity they showed this time seems quite strong. Unfortunately, Zhao Feiyang was too happy too early. It wasn't until he picked up the contract on the table and looked at it for a while that he finally understood what a huge pit it was. The first party is willing to provide the second party with a 4-year contract of 200 renminbi, which must indicate that the amounts provided by the first party are all pre-tax. During the performance of the contract, if Party B suffers any serious injury or illness that affects their career, Party A may terminate the contract at any time. If the amount of the penalty for breach of contract by Party B exceeds the limit amount, then Party B shall make up the excess amount after Party A buys it out. Several consecutive contracts almost fooled Zhao Feiyang. What surprised him even more was that as he frowned more and more as he read, the general manager Yan Lei beside him seemed to be somewhat smug, even smiling and asking him, "How's it going? Is this contract really good? A salary of 500,000 yuan per year is already very high, and now there are only 3 or 4 people in the team who are higher than you. You have already earned this contract." Upon hearing these words, Zhao Feiyang almost laughed angrily. "Manager Yan, who drafted the contract?" Zhao Feiyang asked. "What's wrong? Is there any problem?" Yan Lei asked back. Zhao Feiyang threw away the contract directly and questioned, "Even if it's a pig's brain, I'm afraid it can distinguish the difference between them. The worst I can get when signing with the Lakers is only over 3 million renminbi. Even if I pay half of the tax in Los Angeles, I will still have a lot of money in hand. This is just the minimum amount. However, if I sign your broken contract, I not only have to pay the penalty together, but also earn 500,000 renminbi throughout the year. This is just twice as much as my previous contract. I'm not playing in the NBA just to earn a little money. Am I sick? Or are you guys who drafted contracts so stupid? Do you think I took the wrong medicine to sign such a shitty contract?" Zhao Feiyang's series of questions left the team's general manager Yan Lei somewhat confused. At this point, he still did not believe that there were any issues with the contract. Not a little over 500,000. Zhao Feiyang, you have to be clear. You're already 29 years old, and switching to any other team wouldn't offer you too much. This price is still based on your previous contributions to the team. The Lakers' contract looks good, but is NBA money so easy to earn? Maybe you'll be fired by the Lakers in a few games. Where is our stable contract? Let me tell you, how many players are willing to break their heads and not get this contract from us? You can just enjoy it. We have paid a lot of penalty money, so you don't have to pay much money. In fact, you have taken a big advantage. Zhao Feiyang can't help it anymore. He sat on the sofa laughing loudly, staring at the serious-looking general manager Yan Lei like a fool. It took him a long time to ask, "Manager Yan, are you serious?" Chapter 10. Departure. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Zhao Feiyang's meeting with the Big Sharks team ended unhappily. To be precise, it was the contract with the Big Sharks that made Zhao Feiyang feel insulted. Even though he never thought about staying, the other party's price tag still made him feel so comical and ridiculous. To Zhao Feiyang's surprise, it was originally just a small private matter. Unexpectedly, the day after he left the training base, when the Sharks were interviewed by the media internally, the team's general manager Yan Lei even expressed his dissatisfaction in front of the camera in a strange way. "We tried to retain an old player. But he clearly overestimated himself, thinking he was very valuable. But we didn't match the price he thought he was worth. The Big Sharks team has never lacked outstanding players. If someone thinks they won't turn around without their team, then I think they must have thought too much." For these sarcastic remarks, Zhao Feiyang just laughed them off after reading the news. He is well aware of the urine nature of domestic leagues, and it is meaningless to talk about it. A day passed quickly, and in the blink of an eye, Zhao Feiyang set off with the Lakers and flew to the land of the United States. Los Angeles. When Zhao Feiyang stepped on this land, his body was almost trembling. As a professional player, he certainly fantasized about entering the NBA to play, but only by truly walking here can he feel the excitement and ecstasy involved. "Zhao, I have arranged an apartment for you. For a period of time in the future, you can choose to live here." The speaker is scout David Laudie. He was originally a scout for the Lakers in the Asian region. Previously, the Lakers invited him to join the negotiations for the convenience of communication. However, after the contract was negotiated, in order to find someone knowledgeable to help him, Zhao Feiyang simply hired the other party. So David Laudie transformed and quit his job as a scout for the Lakers, becoming Zhao Feiyang's agent. With David Laudie's arrangement, Zhao Feiyang did save a lot of trouble. For example, regarding accommodation, just as Zhao Feiyang arrived in Los Angeles, David Laudie had already arranged accommodation based on his network. "Thank you, buddy." Zhao Feiyang stayed in the apartment all the way under the leadership of David Laudie. After settling down, Zhao Feiyang officially began his NBA career. The next morning, he woke up early for training. His apartment was only a few minutes away from the Staples Center arena. In order to leave a good impression on his teammates, Zhao Feiyang also woke up early to go for training. As soon as he arrived at the entrance of the training center, a familiar figure immediately caught his attention. That's right, the person who trained in the gym early in the morning was Kobe Bryant. This 35-year-old man not only did not slack off at all, but also tirelessly ran on the field. Bang 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 bang. The sound of basketball hitting the floor and the friction of sneakers on the floor kept going, and Kobe Bryant trained himself to take a shot, from leaning back to three-pointers, showcasing every iconic move he made. Zhao Feiyang looked a bit stunned until a shout from Kobe Bryant woke him up. "Hey, you! Come over here." Kobe Bryant said something. Zhao Feiyang looked up and saw that there were no other people around before walking towards Kobe Bryant. He had just walked up to Kobe Bryant when he threw the ball from the ground into his hand and even showed defensive posture towards him. "Come on. Use your method to get past me." Zhao Feiyang was a bit excited. This is an opportunity to confront Kobe Bryant head-on. Not everyone has it. He was eager to give the ball a try and planned to have a 1-on-point-1 match with Kobe Bryant. Although the two had previously faced each other on the court, they were still teammates of the Lakers during their time with the Sharks. Bang bang. Zhao Feiyang kept playing basketball and tried to break through in front of Kobe Bryant, but this time he didn't use the Ray Allen experience card. Zhao Feiyang's dribbling quickly caught Kobe Bryant's attention, and their bodies kept getting closer. Kobe Bryant didn't extend his hand to interfere, just tried to block Zhao Feiyang with his body. Zhao Feiyang made 2 sudden attempts to enter the penalty area, but just as he was about to end the battle with a mid-range shot, Kobe Bryant, who was quick-witted, suddenly moved. He slapped him hard and directly hit the basketball in Zhao Feiyang's hand. Pop! The basketball rolled out. Kobe Bryant went up to compete. His reaction was quick, but after all, he is 35 years old, and his physical speed has indeed decreased significantly compared to before. Of course, more importantly, he underestimated Zhao Feiyang's speed and determination. In terms of skills, Zhao Feiyang was not considered the top domestic player before, but in terms of professional attitude, he can definitely be considered a benchmark for domestic professional players. Whether it's every fight in the game or every defense during training, Zhao Feiyang's attitude and performance have always been impeccable. This time, his performance remains the same. Before Kobe Bryant grabbed the basketball, Zhao Feiyang had already taken a step forward and directly pressed the basketball under him with his body, cutting off the possibility of Kobe Bryant stealing the ball. However, even though he had already dominated the basketball, Kobe Bryant still did not give up on the snatch, instead constantly competing under Zhao Feiyang. Kobe Bryant's actions surprised Zhao Feiyang and invisibly aroused his competitiveness. Ding! Feeling the host is fighting. Successfully activated Ray Allen Experience Card. The sound of the system rang in Zhao Feiyang's ear. Kobe Bryant's rivalry with him continues, and this time, Zhao Feiyang stabilizes his figure and picks up the basketball. He didn't hesitate any longer, picked up the basketball and sprinted straight towards the basket, followed closely by Kobe Bryant, who almost reached the basket at the same time. Zhao Feiyang did not admit his guilt. Faced with Kobe Bryant's close defense, he chose to end the battle with a dunk. Bang! When he slammed the ball into the basket with both hands, Kobe Bryant, who was rushing towards him, hit him right in the hand. 2 people landed at the same time. The atmosphere in the gymnasium instantly solidified. After a while, Kobe Bryant finally spoke up. "You don't seem like a player who's almost 30 years old. I hope you can also perform like this on the field. Otherwise, before the season ends, I will let you go. Labor management teams don't need useless people. I don't care what the team plans to sign you for, but labor management only needs people who fight for the championship around them."